How dare this movie? How dare this movie make me feel as many feelings as it made me feel?
You know, to be honest, I was surprised at, based off of the trailer and how much we knew it was going to make us cry.
The trailer
from the
made us feel
get-go,
feelings too, yeah.
I'm actually surprised at how long into the movie it took me to get to that response.
A little bit same. In all honesty, although I did feel like I was breaching I was welling up at a certain point. That's a lot of it. But I didn't really fully break out into like full tears until like towards the end.
This movie is The Wild Robot, by the way.
I cried 3 times and almost cried twice more. I
definitely only cried like twice, but I think I almost cried like 7 or 8 times.
Welcome to General Nerdery, your podcast about liking things. I'm Zach.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Steven.
And today we're covering a thing I actually really fucking liked. So I say that like it was a surprise, but we're covering The Wild Robot.
Well, it was a surprise that like we literally went into this kind of fucking blind in that like, well, we knew it got like fairly good reviews as far as much, but like we went into this from the trailer. None of us have anything like, we don't know anything about.
Yeah, I never read the books.
I didn't read the books.
I didn't know there was books originally.
I didn't learn there was books until I watched it for the first time.
Yeah,
I was just like looking up some stuff on the Wikipedia. It's a book trilogy.
But this was one that we knew, like, we watched the first trailer before there was even any like talking. And I'm pretty sure we went, oh, we're going to have to do an episode of this.
And it's going to make us cry.
Just based off the animation. Holy shit, the animation in this movie is top notch.
Super dug this movie. There's still a part of me that wishes we would have gotten the version that we imagined from the very first trailer.
With no dialogue
With
throughout
the no
entire
dialogue,
thing.
almost like art housey version.
Which, God, I would love that.
Is there a way to like just remove all of the dialogue and see what happens? Like, I think it would still work.
Fuck, that sounds like a fun audio project. I'm
Certain-
so mad at how much I want to do that.
Certain scenes would not work, but like most of it,
I
you
think
would still be able to.
most of it would. Definitely some wouldn't, but
Just fucking do like
Which just
silent
saying
movie
how
like
good the
pop-up.
animation is, if a lot of it is something that can go without dialogue.
mm-hmm.
In my opinion, that's a really well animated film.
Yeah. I do still think that they maybe owe a small royalty check to Atomic Robo just based off Roz's face. But the rest of it is so different that like, but it's just the like 2 big eyes encompassing the entire head.
And there's cover art for the books, and I'm now trying to remember what it looks like, and I want to know how different it is.
Oh yeah, I guess
I didn't even
I
think
didn't
about
even think
that.
about that. I never thought about the cover art even after I learned about the books.
So the basics of this movie is 1, very comfortable with death. In ways that I was not expecting.
Holy shit, this movie is very comfortable with nature being red of tooth and claw.
Yeah. But
Oh, the cover gives you really nothing. It's like Bender meets the
the Mothman? Kind of?
Mothman.
Like,
yeah, that actually basically yeah.
Bender Mothman.
But sorry, I don't know why that amused us so much. Anyways, so the basics of this is a service robot accidentally washes up, like the ship it's on crashes and it accidentally washes up on this island, and it is trying to be a service robot. It's trying to help people. It's basically Rosie from the Jetsons.
Yeah. But there's no Jetsons.
There's no Jetsons. There's just animals. It's still weird to me that that was just like, I will sit here for a while and learn all of the animal species languages.
God.
But
I actually love that so much, but because I don't think it was intentionally done as an homage, but there's a scene almost just like that in the 13th Warrior.
oh, where he just sits and listens to them long enough to figure. Yeah, I somehow doubt that was purposely based off the 13th Warrior, but
I really fucking love this movie, guys. This movie's doing a lot of shit that I really love when animated films do, like the bits about death and being very like, death is a thing that exists. It can be funny. It can be sad. It is just a thing that exists.
What was life burns brighter with death's promise so close at hand.
And like the fucking bit about the fucking baby possum getting eaten and then coming back. Like that mom was just fully, well, okay, they're dead. They're gone. I am down to 5 possums now.
So I love the baby possums, by the way. The whole thing is perfect. But
And Catherine O'Hara doing the voice of
We chose sepsis.
let's the basic function of this, at first it's almost like vaudevillian comedy of just this robot trying to wander around and help someone with a task, but it keeps being like the bear,
Right.
the whatever, and bad things happening to it, and it has pratfalls. And during a pratfall, a literal pratfall, it breaks down a tree. She breaks down a tree. She's treated as feminine. And crushes a goose to death. And the eggs, and picks up the corpse of the goose. That was where, like, we already had some moments of like, oh wow, this movie's kind of...
Was that after the rumble with the raccoons to try and get the transmitter back?
Yes, because it's the rumble with the raccoons leads to meeting the bear,
That
leads to
leads to
fleeing
the-
from the bear,
Mhm.
which leads to falling down the hill and breaking the tree and killing Brightbeak's family.
Yeah, Bright Bell.
Right, Bill.
Brightbells, thank you. And saves one egg that doesn't even seem to fully understand what's going on with it. She knows there's a life in there, but like...
The egg cracking open and the first instinct to hold it all together. I was like, oh, I like this movie. There we go. That just did it right there.
It's
Because like the more slapsticky early part, it's not bad, but it just wasn't doing it for me. I was like, okay, I get this, but like, I know what this movie is supposed to be from the trailer. Can we get there?
Yeah, I was comfortable with it because I felt like we needed that bit of the robot really not understanding what, like, it was a little... This movie's actually really good at it, of little bits of world building, and we needed that function of world building to get the concept.
seeing where they start and where they end. They do a really good job of gradually getting us there because it didn't feel rushed, in all honesty, in any real shape of way. But like the idea of how it ends and like the unity they build and seeing the interactions between all the animals, and parallel to the start of the movie with how much everybody has that killer instinct of like eat or be eaten kind of mentality.
Also, this tiny island fits a lot of life.
I do think
on
it. I do think it is bigger than we're actually like
That's true.
assuming, because it does feel like there's a lake in the center of the island, and they're supposed to be. This is supposed to be basically like one side of the lake, and
That's
there is
fair.
a river on the lake that they are able to divert.
I will say,
Prevents the forest.
thinking
fire.
of world building, some of the world building this movie did with just like one shot, like later on, we see the Golden Gate Bridge mostly submerged. I immediately
Yeah.
knew so much more of the world than I knew before, just from that one, admittedly very beautiful image.
that montage gave us so much world building, and also in one fell swoop completely changed what I thought this movie was going to be doing too. Of like, I thought there was going to be so much more B plot that was human centric. We have no human lines in this movie.
The only humans show up in the company footage.
You do see some people in the
Was it people or was it
We do see at
more,
least
more
one.
bots?
We do see at least one person in the control room
Mm.
when the
They
when-
could-
Oh, that's right. The
could be-
control room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the control room, but they don't have any really lines. It's just like something. It's like hushed murmur.
That's
and it's
right.
still all in connection to this unknown corporation and this.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do a lot of good like actual like payoffs that like if you just watch the movie, shit gets explained. Of like at the start of it, I was really like, it's weird that this robot doesn't know about like animals. Like you would imagine like they built a robot like to help people out. Why does this
So-
robot not know how to like handle animals? Like, okay, that's a bird, that's a bear. I gotta be those are. But they don't know anything about animals because it's revealed they're living in a fucking enclosed environment.
I think it's actually supposed to know about the animals.
Oh, interesting.
I actually forgave what's Pedro Pascal's name? The fucking fox.
Fink,
Fink.
right?
When
Yeah,
Fink,
because he's a dirty, rotten Fink.
when Fink tells the story to Brightbill to put him to sleep, and it's kind of like a fictionalized version of the origin story, but
It does
also
imply that she doesn't know stuff.
it's implied that shit fell out.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of weird what she knows and what she doesn't know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which is why I was like, this robot being built for all the things that it's supposed to do should also know better than to be fucking basically littering, putting out all those stickers during the vaudeville routine in the beginning of the movie.
Right. And also should.
But it's kind of up in the air what it knows and what it doesn't know right
Also,
now.
simultaneously, like they're so afraid of, I mean, this is jumping way forward. We learn humans are so afraid of any sort of contact outside of the domes that they probably don't give much of a fuck about littering. Like it's such a
Mhm.
sanitized world from what we can.
But you would
see.
think that if nothing else, though, the programming would be to make sure that that stuff wasn't sticking around because humans wouldn't want that.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I'll be really fascinated if we do get like a sequel is in development, but you know as well as I do that things can happen. I'll be so interested if we do get the sequel to see more of the human parts of the world. Are we going to get more of a
I hope we
Wall-E
get none.
situation?
I hope we get none. I want none of that. Don't show me fucking anything.
Just lead a robot revolution. Make
Do
her the
exactly
robot
what
from
you've done
Solo.
here. I want more fucking just like sweeping landscape shot of a giant future city and then maybe we go in and we see a bunch of Razes or something. Tell it all through Razes, tell it all through robots. I don't want to see any humans.
That would be fascinating. Jumping back to she finds the one egg. The egg hatches. The chick immediately imprints on her because that's how it rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Adorable. The scene of it trying to follow her,
Yeah.
him trying to follow her immediately was like, oh, this is a little like vaudeville almost.
Do
but
you
it's
need
so cute.
shelter? Puts a little fucking thing on top of it, and it's just running around with the thing on top of it and crashing into stuff.
And the possum that we mentioned, turns out all the animals, one, she's learned how to speak their language. Two, all the animals think she's a monster, except I guess the possum realizes she's okay.
Well, the possum doesn't care that she's a monster. Realizes that she's not going to kill her. Still thinks
Mhm.
that she's a monster. Doesn't know anything about her. It's like, yo, this ain't my baby.
I have enough babies.
This baby thinks you're its mom, and so therefore you're its mom.
But
and then gives her the task of taking care of the baby.
all the possums pretending to die and like, I died of sepsis. I died of, you already said it,
Yeah.
but fuck, it's maybe the best
Well-
joke in the entire.
What was the thing that takes a while? Dysentery?
Oh, God. I can't remember what it was.
It was something.
Remember, people who are dead don't have to explain why they're dead. Now we're all going to die for real.
Yeah, just- this
Catherine
whole-
O'Hare is so great.
This whole movie, I know I've already said it, is just so comfortable with death.
I love that in all honesty. It
Yeah.
reminded me of some like it fucking hit me like a brick, some of the not some of the jokes about death, but some of its talk about death and like some of its I was looking at some of its dialogue about migration as like parallels for dying or metaphors for dying. But like some of it very much hit me and was reminding me of Land Before Time.
Oh.
And how
Okay.
much that movie fucking sure should have wrecked me as a child, but I didn't understand it, but I do now, and I understand how much that probably helped me with loss.
It is one of those things that I think about with like a lot of, and you know me, I'm not one of those like modern movies are all bad or whatever, but like a lot of modern kids stuff very much sanitizes the darker parts of human nature, and having stuff like this that is so open about like things fucking die. We are part of
these do have to eat each other to survive.
Yeah.
The bit
Death is a thing.
we haven't even gotten to Fink yet, but the bit where Fink is like, things die and just rips the crab in half is fucking. I was like, that's when I was like, oh, like we are.
I didn't catch it the first time through, but I think there's a couple times he refers to the Possum Kids as appetizers.
Yeah.
God, it's so good. But I think it's good for kids to have that bit of death. And I think about like when you watch animal documentaries, it's so geared towards you wanting one side or the other to like win or be the good guy. And they use music to really like make you feel the things. And I know people who will cry when they see
Like, dear God, if something happens to that meerkat.
exactly like, oh no, the gazelle died. And you're like, that lion's got to fucking eat. Like, and I'm not obviously not judging anyone. It's
Morality is a human construct. So we gotta like.
and also morality is allowed to be complicated
Yeah.
sometimes. Like it's not everything isn't black and white. So dealing with stuff like that in nature is because Fink does some fucked up stuff, but also
Oh, yeah.
like,
Oh yeah. Lots of lying, and also just
it
manipulating.
is weird that he's never once called out on the fact that he was straight using her so openly.
Yeah, but
But they build a really cool fucking dope house.
I do kind of want that house.
I really want. Oh my god! And also the scene where
The
they're
moss
building it.
bed looks so comfortable.
That looks comfortable, but the scene when they're building it, and then Bright Bill's just like, "I'll be over here." A little bit sad, but okay. I was like, "Oh fuck me, dude!" Right in my heart. Probably the first time where I nearly cry,
but
It
didn't
is-
quite get there.
but
I
didn't quite get there.
Yeah.
It is so cute when he
And
keeps
then the-
insisting on helping put up the little like
And Roz just being really just like they hit that note really well with like the frustrations of being a parent. I am not a parent. I don't know what it's like to be a parent, but I feel like they hit the threshold of like making that joke feasible without being too like, and being a parent's the fucking hardest thing in the world.
but just that like I am trying to get this done to keep you alive.
Yeah, I just
But
need to get
also I need to like
I need to
you
get
do
this done. I need to get this done. Can I just get this done? It's great. I love that you want to help. Can we please just fucking get this done?
Just to since we've mentioned him, Fox shows up is like, I'll help you do this. Obviously just uses her to get
Saying he's a fox expert
yeah,
A
or
goose
a
expert.
goose expert. Just
Well, he knows how they taste.
uses her to get food.
Does he
and-
just say that to her and she
Yeah.
just moves right along?
yeah, again,
Fuck.
death. Basically, we end up with this little trifecta of worldwise Fox of the island, Roz, who is the helper robot, and Bright Bill, the little duckling gosling that they're trying to race. It is almost weird how fast Fink goes from like, I will eat Bright Bill the second you give me a chance to like, he's our son. But also that time skip happens pretty fast.
Yeah.
I was actually expecting a little more time with Bright Bill as little baby Bright Bill.
Dude, that was
Well-
another thing I loved about this movie is how much Bright Bill is a B plot. He is not, like I expected him to be way more of like a big story. His growth and like development is montaged.
That's almost
Heavily.
one of the weird things of this movie to me. I did still enjoy it, but it almost feels like it's two separate movies. One where it's Roz and Bright Bill, and one where it's Roz and the other creatures.
Yeah. But also I mean, it's the A plot and the B plot, I guess, is
Mhm.
those. And it's kind of up to what part of the movie it is depends on whether it's the A plot or the B plot. Because like Roz and Bright Bill is straight up the plot of the first half of the movie. And then it just switches to Roz is no longer just a robot. Because the thing we have not mentioned, Roz keeps trying to go back to the factory that she's come from. She's got the
Mhm.
homing beacon or whatever, and keeps being like, I need to go to where I belong, and then keeps getting convinced to stay for whatever reason. initially just to get Bright Bill to the point that he's alive and can fly south.
Well,
in the
initially
fall.
it's just like a bunch of little things, and then it becomes a
For
long-term
love.
project. Well, and then it becomes love.
Once the possum mom tells her this is what this child will need, that's when it becomes the long-term project. But adapts.
hmm
We should probably go over the voice cast just because it's kind of great.
I did not know Mark Hamill was in this movie until I saw
And
the
like, we've
credits.
gone over some people, and I figured we might as well. Lupita Newton
Lupita Nyong'o as
Nyong'o.
all of the Rosums.
as all of the Rosums.
Side note, weird amount of Star Wars people in this movie.
Right, and at least the second movie I can think of where Lupita Nyong'o has to interact with herself.
Oh, weird! I didn't think about that.
What other?
Us.
Oh, okay.
Pedro Pascal does the voice of Fink, the fox.
Legit, he's not putting on a voice, but I also didn't recognize that as being Pedro
It's
Pascal.
not
It's-
super Pedro Pascal-y.
It's like weird Caucasian Pedro Pascal is the best way I can put it, and that seems somewhat offensive. So
He just does drop the slight accent that he has in most
Mhm.
things.
yeah, and it's just like generic American kind of sounding.
Yeah.
That makes it sound mean, but it's good.
But like it worked. It worked enough
Worked.
that like me and my wife had to look up who the voice was, and I was like, "That's Pedro Pascal."
It's one of those things where, like, normally I don't like star-studded animated voice casts. I would actually have actual voice
I
actors
do prefer
in
voice
those
actors
roles.
over most of the time.
But if somebody's going to sink enough in there that I can't tell it's them,
Good
I
for
can't be
them.
mad
Yeah,
at that.
he's
Yeah, like-
putting in the work.
He's putting in the work. He did something like he did a great job.
Also, Lupita is very good in this. she
Yes,
makes me feel
Lupita
a
is
lot of
very
emotions
good.
with very little
fucking
inflection.
she is incredible.
Her line of just, I have a kid. And you're just like, I understand everything now.
Kit Connor does the voice of Bright Bill.
I looked him up. I don't really know him from anything.
I know him from Heartstoppers.
And see, and I haven't watched Heartstopper. So.
My wife has watched it, so
Mhm.
I've seen a grip of it. It's based on a graphic novel series, manga series.
It sounds familiar.
It is a graphic novel series of if I'm not mistaken, that Netflix has adapted it to multiple seasons of a show. It's really really cute, and it's if I'm not mistaken about it, a queer boy coming out to his school.
Sweet.
Hmm.
He is a name that I was vaguely aware of. Like I had heard it before, but I didn't really place it. He was fine. He was maybe the weakest part for me, but not in just
Weirdly,
He is British and is doing a not British accent.
that
and
could be what it was.
I feel like they're also it worked for me in that same way that Pedro Pascal did. Like I didn't know it was him. It was just enough off the center that I was like, he's doing something.
I think he did a fine job. I don't think it was as strong as some of the other performances, but I actually kind of think that for the few lines that we got, Baby Bright Bill might have actually upstaged it.
Which Baby Bright
Yes.
Bell was Boone Storm.
I guess he just doesn't connect to the character physical appearance as much as a lot of the other ones did.
Yeah. Then we have Catherine O'Hara as Pinktail.
Always love Catherine O'Hara.
Which like that was the first voice that was like, that's Catherine O'Hara. I have to look this up to double check. Where in this movie of like pretty star-studded cast, I was like, that's the one that might voice.
This one we know.
We have Bill Nighy as Longneck.
That was another one as soon as I heard him. And man, the animation of making him look like Bill Nighy, but still looking
Yeah,
like he's a goose was really good.
I was sitting there, it took me just a second, but in that second, I was like, why am I thinking about really old vampires for some reason?
We have Stephanie Sue as Vantra.
Right. Okay.
Which one's Vantra?
That's the robot that shows up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and she's amazing in Everything
Everywhere all at once.
Fucking creepy robot, too. Like, there's already something about Roz that feels almost kind of Gladys-like without the whole serial killer vibe that the other one really gets to tap into a little more.
We have Mark Hamill as Thorn.
didn't again
Chris
did not know
There-
it was Mark Hamill. Thought it was someone else.
Very few
That's where we have a
lines.
voice actor
That's-
stepping into a role.
Yes. But also I heard his voice immediately. I was like, oh, well, that's Mark Hamill. That's Mark Hamill doing a bear voice.
That's what.
Matt Berry is Paddler.
Not even trying to do a voice. That's Matt Berry.
That is Matt Berry doing Matt Berry. And I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
It was delightful.
That's one of the other ones where I was like, cool, but this is a role that you would stunt cast because it's the comedy role anyway.
Right? Like that's like
It's perfect.
that Vig Rhames, which I'm always fucking delighted whenever I see Vig Rhames. I hope he's not a terrible person. I've never looked him up, but I only just had that fear in this moment of like, I think he's great.
The
I
most
did
terrible,
really like Thunderbolt.
the most terrible thing I know that he's done is fucking name his daughter Rainbow Reigns.
Oh yeah, he's going to hell.
But it's like Rain like a king reigns. Bow like
Yeah, no, I get it. He's going to hell.
No, he's going to hell for that one. I can't argue that. That dude just went down a notch. And then the last person billed on Wikipedia is Randy Thorne as the Ricos, which is they're the robots.
yeah, those are the beefy droids.
Now I do know that there is another voice actor listed that is not listed. That if I don't list, my wife will be mad because it is her favorite voice
D.
actor.
Bradley Baker does what? All the
Raccoons,
squirrels?
all the squirrels, and I think all of the badgers or something,
God, I
or
love
one of the
DJ
badgers.
Bradley Baker.
Fucking legend.
And all of Fink's Fox sounds are actual Fox sounds
Oh, that's fun.
that they recorded.
Yeah, it's a specific, I guess,
Mhm.
YouTube famous Fox. Someone was telling me about this.
That's cool.
Cool. That's great.
We just talked about several characters, and I felt like we should maybe drop some of these names because they're doing great jobs with
They
the
really are.
voice acting.
So, Bright Bill, Tiny Bird. And they really lean into the fact that Brightbird is the runt.
Yes. Which apparently isn't a thing in the book.
Oh, interesting.
Fair.
Yeah, I did look up a couple differences in the book. Thorn, the bear, and Paddler, Matt Berry, in the book are both kids. Like they have parents that are also around in the book.
Okay.
And
That makes more sense. And my wife definitely was like, weird, there's just like one bear here.
yeah, there's also, I think Bright Bill also basically gets like almost immediately welcomed in, but there is a whole different goose besides Longneck that initially gives some extra help, like extra advice on how to raise.
Ah,
Okay, that's
okay.
interesting.
And the animals sort of start to all come around as soon as they realize that Roz is raising Bright Bill. And so there's no need for the dramatic rescue because by that point they're all cool with each other.
I do like the dramatic rescue. I actually thought that scene was
Yeah,
really
I
good.
was actually, that's one of the scenes I was getting really teary at. So like,
Yeah.
Yep, same. Definitely same.
It is interesting. Again, I know I keep harping on the fact that like this show's comfortable with death, but the amount that they're openly to Bright Bill even like, yeah, it sucks that your family died, that she accidentally killed them, but you would be dead.
And kind
You
of honestly,
should be dead. if
you should be dead right now. You know what? I might just kill you on principle.
wrong kid died.
It's just real intense.
Real intense and then very fucking funny at the end when they all come back from migration and one of the swan, they're like hoisting him up into the air, Bright Bill, and there's like, believed in you since day one, Bright Bill.
Like, shut the fuck up.
It's like, what? Fuck you.
Really wish someone would have actually taught him to swim proper, as funny as it is to watch him try and swim like a person.
And I imagine someone did.
Although it is one of those things, geese kind of just instinctively know how to swim.
I was about to say that the movie is weird when you if you really want to like get into the nitty gritty details. There's a weird like split between how accurate and how inaccurate it is, but it's always like when it's just played for laughs.
Yeah.
So you have to be like, cool, rule of funny,
Or
because like almost every animal is actually done accurately enough that you can be like a very particular species.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the geese. For some reason, the geese in this movie could
Or
be
just
one of like
geese.
3 different species.
I mean, they might have done that specifically just to make it easier for themselves and just not have people.
Especially with the
And-
number of geese that they had to.
And Brightbill's not just like a runt, but appears to possibly be a different species of goose than
Does
the
seem
rest
very
of them.
different.
Sorry, I just got really mad because I remembered something I wanted to talk about on an episode we finished recording already.
We're so professional.
I didn't say what it was.
But now I'm curious.
Yeah. You can't just leave us like this. We're neurospicy.
I wanted to add Heated Rivalries to my top list because
Oh.
it was really great.
Yeah, I was actually surprised that didn't make it on there.
Weirdly enough, the talk about birds reminded me of a bit.
This movie's almost hard to talk about just because I don't have significant critiques. It's just like, this was a really well-made movie that made me feel Waterworks.
I thought the circumstances around Roz crashing on the island was going to be a bigger deal because they took the time in the very beginning to give us that very quick, like, her point of view of the crash and everything.
Mhm.
But then it's more just like, no, it happened.
I think that was
And
just
it could
sort of
be
showing
later.
Roz's birth. Like,
Yeah.
basically was so chaotic.
Wow, when you point that out to me, actually, I like that a lot. That makes more sense.
I
I'm gonna
was
shut
ex-
up about what I was going to say.
Sorry.
No, yours is better. Let's just move along.
I was
I don't need to make
expecting-
myself look dumb.
I was expecting secondary robot to be a bigger thing, turn into like the one that she puts together.
Same.
Which is sort of horrifying if you think about it. That
Which-
she's just built a homunculus.
She built a homunculus that she then shut down.
'Cause she needed to
It's even more
kvetch.
fucked up. You have to have a real name, but I'm going to call you Rummage.
I'm quite good at naming.
I do like the idea of she's like, I've been rewriting my base code for months, which is such a, I mean, it is a parent thing from what I
Mhm.
can tell. You're just adapting on the fly.
They set up so many things though that they don't like, that I didn't expect them to go the way they do. Like they set up earlier talking about like when we next time we find a dead robot, we'll rummage parts, and then they find a bunch of dead robots, and then they rummage parts. But she doesn't fix her leg. I thought she was going to fix her leg. I was
Maybe
very
she
much
just
like,
didn't find
I
the
don't-
part she needed
I
because
was gonna say,
Rummage
I
didn't
don't-
have legs.
and that could be
and-
the case, and that's easy enough. Then like I don't need it to be fixed. I just thought it was an odd choice.
I think the Rico droids had much different legs than her too.
but also like on the beach is what I meant.
Oh, yeah.
Of the other Rosses.
But then we don't have the scene where the beaver fixes her leg, and
Which,
it's
like,
so
and
fucking.
That was
was
the first scene that made me cry.
and that was the payoff of that bit. That like they do really long term payoffs that like I was expecting it to pay off sooner, and the payoff is better because it turns out to be a longer one. And I really like that about that movie, this movie so far.
the beaver that has been cutting down the tree in the name of art, and then they need the tree to later on in the movie. I thought that was going to have payoff faster.
I thought it was going to be like a dumber bit where like it falls on him, and no, it's just like he is the MacGuffin that saves them in the third act.
I'm kind of glad because it's this movie. We would have seen the squash. Like they would have like.
Oh yeah,
It would have made the noise. Like,
we might have seen a splash, not a big one.
One of the baby possums will have wished it was them instead.
he died.
Oh god, and the little bunny running up to ask
Are you gonna kill us?
Yeah.
to have the moose then immediately hit them regardless of the answer, to then be paralleled in the end with are you gonna kill us, and then he says yes, and then they hit him with the
Mhm.
moose.
That's terrifying. Like they treat the bear as the big scary. A full-grown moose is so much scarier than a bear
Yeah.
Yeah.
and more temperamental. Honestly,
Yes.
moose are dicks. Like, and I think this is
so
one
scary.
people.
If you've never been around a moose, these things are fucking gigantic.
They're the last of the fucking Ice Age megafauna.
How do they
Like,
compare to a horse? I've never been around a live moose.
much bigger?
Like we talking like
Okay, deer, elk, moose in a similar bump up from each one. You know how elk are like 3 times bigger than moose are so big.
Moose
I
are
forget that you're not an
scary
outdoors
big.
like
I'm an indoor boy. I stay inside. I've never seen a moose. I've only seen deer.
I've seen moose from a distance and was like, I'm sleeping in the van tonight.
A
Like,
moose is going to remind you more in size of an elephant than it is a normal deer.
Okay, that's helpful.
When-
It's closer to an elephant than like a horse. Okay.
when we say last of the Ice Age megafauna, mega
I'm
is
not-
carrying a lot of weight. in
I
that one.
understand that.
I know.
I
I'm
just
just
I was
Yeah.
trying to get a better sense of scale from. Yeah.
Scary big. Like, things shouldn't be this big.
Sexy. Got
moose are the largest members of the deer family, standing 5 to 7 feet tall at the shoulder and weighing 800 to 1,500 pounds.
Okay, so yeah, big. Not as tall as me, but
The Alaskan moose is
Or
the biggest
could be taller than
subspecies,
me.
with large
at its
bulls
shoulder,
reaching
at
near,
its shoulder though, that's pretty fucking tall.
large bulls reaching nearly 7 feet tall.
Yeah, that's tall. It's like half foot taller than me. Oh
You're
god.
6'5"?
Yeah,
Gee, 6'6"?
I'm 6'5". I tell people I'm 6'4".
And they're 9 feet long.
And they're 9 feet long. Holy shit, dude! I am just processing this. That's a big fucking moose.
The antlers can be up to 5 feet across. Yeah, dude, moose are big.
Moose are fucking big.
Moose are like the size of a good sized truck, but taller.
God, I want to ride one.
You don't.
You
You do, but you don't. That's
Yeah, you do, but you don't.
I like the idea. I don't know. I know I won't like the practice.
moose are. I mean, we're pretty far off here at this point, but like moose are straight up one of my favorite animals on the North American continent from a distance. Like that's the whole thing. Anyways, Brightbill learns to fly. Fucking love the the whole learning to fly thing is wild. Like starting with Thunderbolt.
Well,
Well, it starts-
yep. The only thunder I was thinking of there for a second was
Yeah.
from Blade 3, and
Almost went somewhere there too. No.
Starts with him like learning a little bit with just him and Roz and Fink, and then he's like, "Okay, we got to bring in a professional. We got to get an actual bird who teaches." And they have that really fun bit with him. It's like these are they're the talons of the sky or the teeth of the sky. He says,
Yeah.
I think he says teeth and
Teeth,
talons.
talents,
yeah.
yeah, because they're like those are two different things.
And just is really aggressive with it. And I thought it was a fun bit.
Yeah.
And
And-
teaches him how to like fly like he's a fucking falcon, not a goose.
I did get the How to Train Your Dragon theme song stuck in my head when I was watching that scene.
fair.
I believe there's 3 original songs, or at least 2 original songs written for this movie, and one of them is during that sequence.
That whole sequence is really pretty too, starting from like building the platform to the whole thing.
Yeah.
That was one at the moment we were like, this is way more flying than he needs to, like, he just needs to learn flying, not fucking high speed acrobatics.
Actually,
But this is gonna come into like
Yeah.
while watching, we're like, it's
he's
gonna be
rolling
important
with a
later.
crew where he needs this.
Yeah, that's true. Also, some of the like, he needs to learn endurance. So they're just like,
I don't
let's
know.
put rocks on him. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think that's how that one works. Like,
I mean, it's like a weight training. They're trying to
Hollow
Rock
bones.
Lee him.
yeah, I know.
That is very funny when you say hollow bones.
Oh, yeah, and it's because I was like, oh man, it's like Rocky, and I was like, whose theme song is gonna fly now?
But yeah, no, fucking Brightbill goes on the fucking journey though.
There's a whole subplot about he finds out that she killed his family on accident, and it's kind of weird because like it understandably breaks away. Like he understandably goes off and pouts. Their pullback thing doesn't go in a traditional movie sentiment. Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like
almost feel
Roz
like
was
they
straight
should've-
about to ready to leave again, right?
Yeah, I almost feel like they maybe should have reordered things because it did kind of feel like they were super chummy during that montage. And then at the end of it, it's supposed to be like, oh no, things are still weird. And I'm like, but I just saw that montage. Things didn't seem weird at all.
No,
And-
that was just the good moments.
I-
The rest of the time, it's
Yeah.
really uncomfortable.
I will grant that. I mean, that can be a thing of like, it might be super fucking uncomfortable when they're not
hmm
working towards this goal. And I mean, it's a dual goal. Like, she does have that, like, I get to go home after this, even if that's her secondary achievement. Like, it is very clear, oh shit, I need to, like, get him going. The fucking scene where he leaves and she starts chasing after was one of the ones that got full waterworks from me. And it was not like, it wasn't until she started running to watch them leave that I was like, okay.
So, also for me at that scene, but a little bit later, not when she went to go leave, but after she got there and fucking Longneck brought them on the comeback around to say goodbye.
Yep.
Yep. That whole thing. There was definitely a point where Cece goes, Zach, are you crying again? I'm like, yes. Like, I'm
Yep.
trying to remember what all three of them were. I think it was the animal rescue.
That was a definitive cry for me.
And then I think it was the I am a wild robot part,
That's a great part.
which has to be so fucking confusing for that other robot.
Like, okay.
But I know you were built into the same factory as me.
So yeah, we talk about animal rescue. She's supposed to leave at the end of winter, decides not to, basically because she just is worried about her kid more than anything else. Realizes how bad the winter storm is.
Yeah, like I felt like, sorry, before we move into the animal rescue winter storm part of it, I felt like the fucking, when they set up the pacing of this always kept me guessing in a way that I was not ever getting where it was going. And I was happy with that
Yeah,
so much.
it's not bad pacing. It's just not
It's never what I was
traditional pacing.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. But I was like, this is the rest of the movie. It's gonna end with him going off to flight, and then she's gonna go back. She's gonna go fuck up some robots or something. And that was such a snappy montage that they just rip through. And then it's just like, okay.
I do like that she keeps finding reasons not to go back and like of her own. And the first couple are like something stops her, but then is the sign of her growth if she keeps being like, that's what I'm supposed to do. And then being like, nope. And just like pushing the thing back down on her head.
Yeah.
Turns out it's a terrible winter. She goes and rescues them all and takes them to her Luke Skywalker in the Last Jedi hut.
Mm-hmm. Complete with Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
I was thinking wood igloo, but yours is better.
And I do like, what is wrong? You brought all the animals with their natural predators into one room. All right. Like,
Tell him a story, Dick.
Yeah.
would you carry your fucking weight for once? Do you have any idea how many oysters I've caught you?
I
Yeah.
built this whole place. Keep it going.
I learned their language. I have to hear those oysters scream out every time.
Oh, the whole just like dragging the bear even just
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I don't know how much do we want to where do we because I don't necessarily, even though we've been doing a rough through, I don't necessarily want to be like, and then this scene and then this scene.
Yeah. I
Well,
mean,
I was just thinking the one other difference I know from the book, from what I researched, I guess two other differences. There's no big fire that they have to deal with. When the Ricos die, they just like die.
Yeah.
yeah. Which that was fucked up. That fucking what is her name? The killer robot that comes.
Just blows
Vantra.
Vantra. She's just like, well, fuck you. I'm gonna blow them all up as a distraction to get Roz. That was pretty fucked up.
The whole showdown with them is a bit more tactical.
Mm-hmm.
Like animals aren't just like swarming them. It's more like setting up traps and stuff that they're falling into. And I think more of the animals end up dying.
It's much more Redwall than it is.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But then at the end in the book, she is so fucked up that if she wants to continue existing, she doesn't have any choice but to go back to the factory.
As opposed to her choice to go quietly lead a revolution.
Mm-hmm. And then the reuniting scene doesn't happen till like halfway through the next book.
Oh, wow.
Oh, interesting. I liked that they gave us that then, because that was a really good fucking ending.
I was kind of expecting to have just... Because it ends with, like, Fink telling the story of the wild robot. They are keeping the corpses of other robots to, like, watch TV on and stuff, because
Yeah.
the show's fucked up. But, like...
It is pretty fucked up that they are basically... my brain's trying to remember what you called it. It was related to the Phantom and, like, the cult or something.
They're just like a Rosam cargo cult.
Yes.
Oh, no, I didn't put that together, but you're 100% correct.
They're just so all about Rosam robots. They're just like, okay, we got this one Rosam buff. We're going to make it our whole storybook. Just telling you the book of Rosam.
Oh my
Now watch
God.
our movie from Rosam.
I was really not... I was expecting, like, maybe we'll see her someday, and then, like, going over and just a momentary look of, like, Roz doing something, and then, like, looking up and away or something. I wasn't expecting to have the whole...
Oh, fucking Bright Bill shows up and has tracked down Rosam.
I am here
and-
for
and
my
so-
mother.
and she's like, that thing I said to you when you were young, exact same phrasing.
And then the turn to blue from the green.
God, this is so...
It's beautiful. I think my biggest regret is that I didn't get to see it on a big screen. I wish
Come
I
over
had
to my
seen-
house and we'll watch it on my projector. Like, it was very good on the projector.
I will bring over my Blu-ray player.
It is,
I like this so much. I fucking just like bought it on Blu-ray when I saw that. I was like, ooh, I don't mind if I do put this in my collection.
that is the thing about this movie. It is so good. I like the choices and pacing that it makes. I like the choices that I don't expect. I even like the ones where I'm like, I see where this is going to come
Mhm.
up later. And it does. That's cool. But the main thing about this movie is it's just fucking eye candy from beginning to end. Like, every scene is gorgeous. And it's the little stuff that really makes me like feel it. Like, I don't know, maybe my favorite part of this is the fact that, like, when Bright Bill was a little baby, he would like rustle up on her one neck, and he does it so much that there's like the little shiny spot there. And anytime she's like feeling emotions, she like
Mhm.
rubs the shiny spot. It's just little stuff like that that's so good. The only thing that kind of didn't work for me, and it was still good, it was just a little cheesy, was the like when she decides to go back to the factory and Fink's like, but who will I've never had a friend before. Who will I talk to? And the bear goes, you can talk to me. And I was like, yes, done. But then like one or two too many animals went, and me.
And me.
And me. And I was like,
I'm Spartacus.
yeah, exactly. I do.
Fucking that cheese made me cry.
Oh,
I
the-
was crying real good during that one. That was a
the-
full tear for me. I was like, yes, you should rely on your friends after your loved ones move on to another plane of existence.
Literally, it was
At
just
that
like,
point, I was very much feeling the metaphor of like death for this transition of like, well, she's gone, she's dead. And like having lost my mother, that really hit me.
that's
And-
fair. That's
and, so
literally, it was just like one too many people going, and me. That I think, oh, God. I will say when the bear goes, you know, I'm going to eat you as soon as she leaves, right? And like, I was joking. I was like, well, you know, they are going to continue to eat each other. This has not just become
they are
the land of Eden. Like,
they don't have another food source
yeah, that bear, well, I mean, bears do eat mostly.
unless you know,
Oh, one more detail from the book, but I don't know exactly the context in which it's put into play. The truce is... I don't think there's only a truce put in place for when they're in the fucking lodge.
uh-huh.
It sounds, from what I read, it sounds like another truce is worked out for some reason where nobody eats each other for the hour after sunrise.
Oh,
Cool. They just have that little bit of peace.
that's
It
dope.
does make me think of. Did you see the quote unquote live action Jungle Book from a few years back?
John
First,
Favreau
which
directed
one?
The
one.
John Favreau one.
No.
Okay, it's actually
I knew he was talking about that one, not the '90s one that has the guy from
No.
Mortal Kombat.
There was two live action Jungle Books that were warring. There was the John Favreau one, and there was an Andy Serkis one.
Oh.
was there really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were doing the deeper pull of the live action.
No,
No,
I knew
not the
that. I
one-
knew that one you were thinking of.
No, not
but-
the one with Lena Headey, John Cleese, and Robin Shaw.
Okay, so that's the one I'm thinking of. You're thinking of which one?
There was also an Andy Serkis one, if I remember correctly.
Weird. I'm gonna have to look this up.
I
Anyways.
don't think I'm making that up, but
I'm thinking about the one that had Idris Elba as Shao Kahn, which is great casting, by the way. It's an okay movie. I liked it overall, but like there is a scene at the beginning of what's called the Peace Rock, which basically like when the watering hole has reduced to a certain level because of drought, that this one rock appears, the animals all declare peace so they can
Mhm.
all drink safely. And this movie, the truce made me think of that is all.
Fucking Lupita. How do you say her last name?
Nyong'o?
Nyong'o. I forget how to say it every time, and I feel really bad about
The
it.
Montana accent is not great for some of these
She's
too.
in the Jungle Book that John Favreau directed.
Yeah, she's who is she in that one? That is
Now I gotta go back, dude. I don't want to fucking look up this more.
oh, the Andy Serkis one is Mowgli: Legend of the Jungle.
Okay. Thank you. She plays
she's one of the wolves,
yeah,
I
she's the
think.
female wolf.
One of the wolves that helped raise Mowgli.
Raksha?
Sure.
If I'm pronouncing that correct.
Right. And the circus one had Cumberbatch as Shere Khan.
That's nowhere near as good as Idris Elba.
I feel like I
And
saw
Christian
this.
Bale as Bagheera?
I feel like I saw this, but I don't remember it at all.
That one sounds bad.
And Kate Blanchett as Ka. Andy Serkis was Baloo.
Okay, I don't even. Do we
Nope,
have
definitely
anything?
didn't see it.
Do we have anything else about the Wild Robot?
I love it. I'm
love
excited
it. I
for
love
the
it
sequel.
so much.
I really, really fucking enjoyed this movie. I'm glad we watched it kind of sight unseen.
Yeah. Knowing that there's a confirmed sequel, I don't think it needs a sequel, but I'm curious to see what it's going to be.
Exactly.
Oh, we
That's-
should mention that it's directed by the guy who directed the Lilo and Stitch movie, the original, not the remake.
Mhm.
And he also directed the original How to Train Your Dragon movie, which all three of these are adaptations of books. And he gets writing credits on this. Chris
Oh, I
Sanders.
didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know Lilo and Stitch was based off a book.
Oh, he also did the Croods.
Yeah, he did the Croods as well.
Mhm.
Which the Croods is actually fun.
Yeah.
Talented man. That's a
like,
really good
like his hit
biography.
ratio for me is pretty outstanding. In all honesty, anything I'm missing in there?
Concept writer on Fantasia 2000.
Oh, that's cool.
I love Fantasia 2000.
Oh,
By the
and
way.
he's credited as writer on Mulan.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He's credited as story supervisor on Mulan.
Oh, interesting.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't really
Oh, and
think
he
I
did
have
do the
much...
Call of the Wild.
I don't think I have much else to say. It's a really good movie.
Yeah, I will watch it again. It's not one that I'm going to watch like all the fucking time, but
Yeah,
if
no,
I'm
dude,
ever,
I'm gonna come watch this on your big projector with my Blu-ray.
yeah, love that.
It's gonna happen.
It's a movie that if I ever feel like feeling feelings, which is a lot of sentence, but this will be a good go-to. Like, makes you feel happy, makes you feel sad. It's very even when it's like fucking wrenching your heart. It's pretty relaxing, and I like that.
Yeah.
Next time is not going to be relaxing. Next time it's absolute, but for Wonder Woman.
Look, that's more relaxing than the other absolutes so far.
True.
In all honesty, actually, yes, but also a tearjerker for me.
Yeah, this one
Did make me cry.
We will get
which-
there.
Whew, we'll get into it next time.
But in the meantime, we're your generals of nerdery. I'm Zach.
I'm Tyler.
Dismissed.
This has been a General Nerdery Presents production. If you enjoyed it, please go hit like and subscribe wherever you're listening to it right now. Also, we'd greatly appreciate it if you checked out our other shows over at gnpresents.com. Thank you.